I don't know. Some games the pan start goes really well, and some games the pan start does not go really well. Got the wooden sword start. I see, I see. All the cosmetics unlocked. As far as I know, I have none of the cosmetics unlocked. Yeah, the start seems not good if we just lost to this. It should have gone better. I don't think we even got unlucky there. I think we're just straight up not favored into the shovel combine with wooden sword whetstone. Is whetstone correct way? I don't like any starts on ranger. They all suck. You kind of just gotta pick what the shops give you and not waste a bunch of gold rolling, because if every shop sucks, you might as well just not waste gold going for one of the starts that sucks. Cool. I do wonder if not combining for like a turn or two is better here. If we're staying on double wooden sword and not finding a weapon upgrade, it's probably better to not combine, especially with 2 bananas. We don't care about the stamp cost. The only reason to combine would be if you have rocks, or if you plan on swapping out the wooden sword for a weapon that costs more stam. Let's leave it locked. Let's see how this goes. Or if we need the space. We definitely might care about the space. Scary. So it's really bad damage-wise per stam. It's what? 1 worse than wooden sword? So wooden sword with 2 whetstones is 3 to 5. Hero sword is 2 to 4, but it uses less stam. Making hero sword, because this board does more damage. You can sell wood sword for new weapon. Yes. The nice thing about hero sword is that it's a weapon that, because it is low stam cost, it can stay on your board for a long time. Like, it's pretty hard to have the stam to do better than hero sword plus another weapon. Usually the hero sword's pretty efficient. Two weapons, it's more tempo to run it with 2 stones rather than 1 hero sword and 1 weapon. I don't think that's true. It's only slightly worse damage on the sword. You lose 2 whole slots keeping the whetstones around, and your stam cost goes up by 0.2 a second if you're playing wooden sword. instead of Hero Sword. You sell the wooden sword. Yeah, but the nice thing about the sword here is that it is very efficient for its stam. And it's a fast weapon. Like, Hero Sword is one of the fastest weapons in the game. For, like, your arrow as the game goes on. Like, if there's reason to not combine, I'm pretty sure that reason is, like, this turn and the next turn. Where it's just better to have whetstones on the wooden swords. But, like, once you start getting real weapons, you'd rather get the combine, consolidate the space. It is not a significant downgrade. I wonder if this pan is good. It's round 3. We could sell one of the swords in the sand. It's probably a better board. And then we would make the hero sword. With 3 bananas, the stand doesn't matter much. But having the extra slot available could. This is a board that likes having space. Shovel, health pot, piggy bank. There's so many greedy early boards. Really happy seeing all these greedy early boards. Oh, we didn't need the health pot last game. You could definitely see the potions just being bait. Better off just finding more food when on the pan start. Could pretty happily buy it on sale, but... Can I triple weapon here? Maybe 2.2? Not white. I think you can do it with 4 banana, but not 3. It might still be worth doing. But it would grief the pan, which isn't great. Because this is what? With no food bonuses, this is regenning 0.6. So we're at 1.6. With the food bonuses, maybe like 1.7, 1.8. It works, spin the sword. It's not about how I fit it. I'm not worried about fitting it. I'm sure we could fit it. Take the banana star with garlic. What are we trying to do here? We're just trying to get another star on banana. I'm not even sure what we're trying to do. Definitely want this. I'm starting wanted to try it on sale. The big reason is rock accuracy. Your burst is way worse. Yippee! So we honked on the hero sword, and then we crit with the Pam. Okay. Interesting. Pretty lucky attack order, I think. Oh. This is a much easier triple weapon to support. I have no regen. It's fine. It's fine. Seven, 8, 9. A lot of sustain. Take this. Double garlic. It's a little rude. I think we're taking full price flute. This leaf turn is maybe gonna suck. I was like, I want this too. But we've got lives. It's fine. Ah! Okay, I definitely want this. I definitely want this. Probably. I think my stam's at the point. Herosaur just takes up less space. It might be Sell the Spear. We'll see. We want to be double speeding the Hungry Blade. Your sword bolsters the low end of the Hungry Blade damage. Yeah. It's a nice feature. We don't have enough natures for all the stars anyway, right? Spear pointed up behind hero. I think we're just throwing Acorn Collar here. And selling the spear. that's realistically all of the natures that I'm going to be using. And we'll fix things next turn. Good. Need blueberries bad. Can Salvo sword for this next. Is there a line to get? If this works, we do get another star out of it, because we are currently nature short. Oh, except I need to have these in the leaf anyway. Never mind. So we'll take that too. No blueberries, we might lose to fatigue. Probably losing to fatigue with no blueberries. Let's make sure the blood goob crits. Don't the gloves for vamp gloves. There's just higher priorities right now. You do eventually want to be able to make vamp gloves, but if I don't find blueberry in the next 2 turns, I just die. Blood goob crits, yep. Acorn on both weapons with the Gucci bag. I don't have a way to have the acorn on the blood goober and with both hungry blades, right? Is there a way? I don't like sacking a star here. I'm not sure what the configuration to not sack a star looks like, though. Okay, whatever. Woohoo! Yeah, like, Blood Goob is so much of our damage. Definitely want it critting. Yeah, only one of our Hungry Blades has the Acorn Collar, and they still did the same amount of damage. Oh. Yeah, it's huge. shift Goob up one slot. Then I have to shift Hungry Blade up one. Isn't it just the same issue? Now I have a Hungry Blade eating a leaf slot. We're kind of playing Space Ranger. That's probably good. Also, like, sorta don't hate this if I'm playing another Hungry Blade. I could have Blueberry here. This is probably better. I think this is everything that matters. That's a bit better. Yeah, Hungry Blade's how you generate Vamp to scale your Blood Cube. Very silly looking board. And Blood Cube is very, very strong. Nope, Cube cannot miss. Okay, I think we have to do a refactor here. If I want to play this other Hungry Blade, because I want to rotate the Ranger Bag. I think. Right? It's like one Hungry Blade here, one Hungry Blade on top of the Goober here, and then the collar stays there, so that I get collar on two of the blades. Then Leaf goes into the Abyss. Is this ranked? Yes. You can always see if it's ranked or not, based on if it says unranked in a big banner down here. Rid Hungry Blade to a Bloodthorn to get the Nature Star? I don't think so. Bloodthorn just uses so much stam. I don't think it's worth making in this build. Need one more nature. Oh wait, no, there it is. There it is. I wasn't using that. Yeah, the leaf is... it takes up space. Takes up lots of space. I can just go. If we didn't have the extra nature, then yeah, we'd have to move the banana. But here I'd rather have the faster triggers. Ripsaw. Bloodthorn. How am I supposed to beat a Bloodthorn? It's the upgraded version of my build. Hungry Blade go burr. I think I care about speeding up the blades. I want to just speed up food. Make sure that I have stamina. Hold up. We put this here, then speed up a blueberry. Beautiful. Close on bottom, hungry. Yeah. Would be okay. Buy a bird. More gloves. Are more gloves even good? Like, this glove was good because we already had the amulet. And 6 vamp is worth a lot. But, like, the speed up effect on this is pretty negligible. Just go. I'll buy the bird next. I'm healing. Let's see who the superior healing comp is. Surprise! It's the one that crits! You want mana just to cleanse? The mana is here for blueberries. We never spend mana. Well, the upgrades are valuable in different situations. I'm pretty sure it's an intended design thing to where sometimes you want to play with the base weapons rather than always upgrade them. It's not like it's never correct to go Bloodthorn. Definitely have been patches where Bloodthorn's been very good. But the build arounds are different. I just want more blueberries. Okay. I'll take a clover. Blueberries! I disagree with a lot of that. Gems are some of the best late game items in the game. You have to be in a good spot to buy them, but gems make boards significantly stronger. This is also a board that functions because of the Goobert upgrade. So kind of weird. There have been tons of instances of Steel Goobert being the best item in the game, too. Just varies from patch to patch. Book and Helm. You want helms. You don't want to buy books. Book griefs your mana. Better to just generate luck than be immune for 2 seconds. Shield also works. actually need the luck from blueberries? Yes. We have 5 starting luck, which gives us 50% crit. Very important for Blood Goop to crit. Like, our crits are also extra healing. Like, the crits are more valuable in this build than on normal ranger boards. When are the yellow pots valuable? The stamina pots? Whenever you're in a build that is using high stamina consumption, yellow pots. A common transition for rangers is to go like early Claws of Attack Hero Sword, and then buy hero pots to support triple weapon with like Ripsaw, bow, and then something else. Lightsabers sometimes, when you just try to burst down the opponent. But generally when you've got a lot of weapons and you're trying to burst, get an extra acorn. You don't need the blueberry anymore. With this many clovers, maybe. Yeah. Though, we can't get the acorn on everything. The extra luck's also really nice to have against the blind builds. Sell belt bag for blue bag? Nah, I'd rather just have the space. Not a big deal. The blade not next to the acorn. Yeah. It's also not clear where a second collar goes. I guess here? It's probably good. Yeah, you could argue at some point when you have enough starting luck, it's more valuable to have book, but I mean, book immunity in the first 3 seconds just also isn't that good with how many comps are scaling comps. Like, unless you're queuing into exactly lightsabers, start a fight book is kind of bad. Don't upgrade Bloodthorn. Nah, Bloodthorn uses more stam. Yeah, I'd much rather have hats here. Round 17 Box of Riches. Yep, Helm stack. Yeah, that build needs yellow pots. The transition into the big sword is weird. Because usually you buy yellow pots when you have multiple weapons, but once you have multiple weapons with Stampot, you don't really want to transition into a 15 gold weapon. Because you have to cut your other weapons usually to support it. Or if you're buying it in the other order, you need to cut your weapons just to play the big sword in the first place, because it uses all your stam. See? No books required. Who needs immunity when you just heal to full every time your opponent isn't immune? Doesn't do anything, right? Get this in. I just want to get gems. It's probably pretty good. I guess we'll take that. Not a huge deal. Sure. Tronk! See, that's a build where luck gen is really valuable to get out from under the blind. Hungry Blades did more than the Blood Goobert there. Interesting. That is so nice though. The crit for 60, heal 66. A carrot on the gloves over a second blueberry. For food synergy on the Blood Goob. There's probably a way to reorganize it. It just doesn't really matter that much. The carrot matters more in the longer fights. You only need so much luck most of the time. There is diminishing returns on blueberries. Realistically, it just doesn't matter that much. We bought these Vamp gloves to get 6 Vamp. The trigger speed's just a bonus. There's an argument to have it on bananas so that we're better into shields. That's probably the most important thing to have it on, would be bananas. But when you've got the constraints of you have a Blood Goobert, you have an Acorn that wants to be in this spot, you have Blood Goob that needs triggers on it, and then you have a Leaf that you're also trying to build around, there's only so many spots on the board to put the Vamp gloves. And yeah, at some point you just take what you can get.